What is the fate of the Sri Lankan women who travel the Middle East as domestic workers? A Newsfirst special report.
Foreign workers are Sri Lanka's biggest export earners. Every year, more than 100,000 women travel abroad, mostly to the Middle East. 80% are employed as domestic workers. Yet many are treated not so much as employees, but as slaves. Priyanka Sudashani Peiris believed going to work in Saudi Arabia as a domestic worker would lead to a better future for herself and her family. But the reality was very different.
උඩ තට්ටුවෙන් නැගලා කොහොමද එකපාරට ඔක්කොම අද්දාහයක් තියෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ පිටෙන් මෙහෙම තල්ලු කර කර සක්කර බාස් කිකේ තල්ලු කරා තව පොඩ්ඩේ මාව වැටෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ මම ටග්ගල් දුවලා ගිහින් පොත බැලුවා මොකද සක්කර බාස් කියන්නේ කියලා ඊට පස්සේ දොරල් වහන්න කියලා කියන්නේ හුලඟේ නෙහින්ද.
Like so many women who go to the Middle East as domestic staff, Priyanka's passport was confiscated by her employers as soon as she arrived. Not only was she forced to work far longer than the 10 hours she had originally been told, she was also paid less than what had been agreed as well. But perhaps the cruelest aspect of her treatment was this.
අරාබි කතා කරන්න දන්නේ නැහැ. මගේ යාළුවෙක් පියන්ත කියලා යාළුවෙක් ඉන්නවා. එයාගේ මාර්ගයෙන් තමයි අපි බාබට කතා කරන්නේ. නමුත් එයා දෙන්නේ නැහැ හරියට මෙයාලා කතා කරන්න. මාස දෙක කතා කරන්න බැහැ වුණාන් පස්සේ මට හරි දුකක් දැනුණා. මට තේරුනේ මෙයා ඇත්තටම අපෙන් සමවරන් ගියා කියන එක තමයි මට තේරුනේ. ඒත් මම අර ඒක දුක කියාගන්න විදියක් නැහැ ඒක. ඉතින් මම කල්පනා කරා මොකද්ද මේක වුනේ ඇයි මම යව්වේ.
There is an entire government department devoted to foreign employment. But is the Bureau of Foreign Employment more concerned with protecting Sri Lankan domestic workers, or the income these women send back home? The Minister of Foreign Employment gave a mixed response on the Bureau's duty of care to women who find themselves working in unacceptable conditions.
You have to understand it's beyond our control, because once they go abroad, and when they are under the care of employer, unless of course they make a proper complaint with our labor sections in the embassies, of course we can take action.
Perhaps surprisingly, the minister said they receive no complaints from domestic workers while they are abroad.
Some people, when they come back, when they have been sent here, they go to the media and then make complaints. That is irrelevant. You have to make the complaints before they leave that respective country. So that is how, because once they come back here, we can't take any action.
But even when workers complain from the country they're in, what kind of help does the Bureau provide to people in need? In part 2 of this story, we find out about the nightmare Samuda and Priyanka had to endure before the Bureau finally helped them.